Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CCRL Pro Tier Round 15. Tonight they are taking on the 4.657 kilometer, 2.894 mile circuit. It got 14 corners and 2 DRS zones. It is the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Espana. I am the Johnny Damon. I am your commentator tonight. We will go over the points here shortly. In the meantime, we're in the middle of qualifying, getting close to wrapping it up. Swazi here with a 112.5 in P2. Trackside is not on a lap, but he is sitting in the 113 flat, right behind Shiesty, who appears to be beginning a lap. Let's find a Haas here. Not on a lap, not on a lap. GC Adventure beginning a lap, maybe just finished one. Looks like he gained 8/10 there. Up to P14, not enough really, to be honest with you. Raptor making his way through Sector 3. Appears to be on a lap. Into the final few corners, off the exit of turn 14, down the start-finish straight, opens up the DRS flap, and it comes across the line with a full second gain. 114.6. Let's see who's next. Aston Martin across the line. Rocketman appears to be starting a lap. Go down to the Ferrari of Shiesty, making his way off of turn 13 and through Catalunya of turn 14, down the start finish straight, across the line, 73 thousandths of a second improvement. Up into the 112.8, not really much on his teammate there. Styled Harmony beginning a lap. See here, coming off of the final corner of Eurocar is the Red Bull, the Aston Martin getting ready to start a lap. Shiesty done with one. Tarzan here, not on a lap. Let's see how Rocketman is looking here. Invalidated, unfortunately. So he will have to go again. It appears to be Jazbo is starting his first qualifying lap as he's making his way through turns 1 and 2, now through 3, up into Repsol of turn 4 here. Gonna get on the brakes. That pretty much around the 50 meters, 10th and a half up on his time. He is actually leaped himself onto the front row. He's got a purple sector 1, a little bit more time to be found, and he could be challenging for the pole position as he's making his way through turns 7 and 8. That is going to be TV3, and now making his way towards Lakaya of turn 10. He's going to get on the brakes at about the 75 meter, all the way down into third gear, off the exit, making his way now through turn 11 and 12 into Eurocar of turn 13. And he's got the final corner right in front of him, heading through Catalunya, down the start-finish straight. Is he challenging for the pole position? And he does not get it. Unfortunately, misses some time there in Sector 3. And qualifying is coming to an end. Harvey in P4 at a 112.594. Doesn't really need to gain much here to get back inside the top 3. He comes to the line and takes your new provisional pole. Rocketman beginning his way through Sector 3, running towards the start-finish line now. Off the exit of Catalunya, and he does have a purple Sector 2, burning the rest of that ERS, and he retakes the lead by 1,000ths of a second on Rocketman, and Harvey on the front row, 1,000ths of a second there in qualifying. And that was right down to the wire here with only one lap. Well, that is the end of qualifying. I did join extremely late. We got Rocketman over Harvey by 1,000ths of a second. Jazbo MP3, Swazi in 4th, Natural 5th, Shiesty in 6th. Only separated by 200ths there as well. So a lot of people have actually used quite a bit of soft tires here in the qualifying. The Alpine Copa has used all of its soft tires. At the end of the qualifying session, and now we are going to jump into the points here. After Abu Dhabi, we have Rocket Man leading with 416 points, Swazi in second with 316, Natural in third with 276, Copa fourth with 257, DeBoonster fifth with 213, Peak Hour sixth with 203, Bald Guy Racing 7th with 178, Mr. Miller 8th with 168, Raptor 9th with 155, and Harvey in 10th with 136. That is your top 10 in the standings for points. Going into constructors here, we got the Aston Martin leading with 629, Red Bull 431 in second, Mercedes 411 in third, Alpine fourth with 348, 314 for the Saubers in fifth, Haas with 260 in seventh, Racing Bulls in seventh with 193, eighth for the Williams with 189, Ferrari in ninth with 124, and your McLarens round out the bottom of the grid with 115 points for the constructors. Just waiting on here the green light from the lobby host, and we'll get going. We do have we have a potential of a soft to medium strategy, one stop, or maybe even a medium to hard strategy. Known for some clean racing here with a little bit of potential of burning fuel. It is depending on how how conservative everybody is in the fuel. Can have a great DRS train. Spain is known for some wonderful racing. Anybody want some Nutter Butter protein shake? Just kidding. It's got, I don't know, it's got too much protein. But in the meantime, we are currently looking at the pit lane. It's going to be dry and sunny to start here in Spain. The drivers do know what the weather will be. I do as well. And it's supposed to be dry for the entire Grand Prix. Got about 33 wonderful laps around this track. It's one of my personal favorite circuits to drive. And we're still awaiting. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and the lights are out and away we go. We are off to the races. Gonna jump on board with Harvey as he seems to have a decent launch, almost side by side with Rocket Man. Shiesty had a great launch. We all go into turn one, a little bit of wheel banging between the Haas and the Mercedes in the background. That's going to be Bong It and maybe Peak Hour or Tarzan, and that is Bong It gone around way in the background there through turn two. As we're making our way through Repsol of turn four into probably the heaviest braking zone on the entire circuit here of turn five. We're going to get a good run off the exit. And you have Swazi did overtake Jazbo on the start. as we're making our way now through turn 6 and 7 up the hill in through turn 8. And who is that? That is Trackside. Made a big mistake, went off in the background. He is dropping down the field, and we're gonna head in now towards turn 10. Heavy on the brakes. Rocketman still a half a second out in front of Harvey here, very close, and we do have a full course safety car, and that's very unfortunate. We are gonna pull up the tire strategies. Rocketman and Harvey out front on a set of hards, mediums from P3 all the way down to P9 for Comacopa. Then you got Styled Harmony on a set of hard, Raptor KK on a set of mediums, with hard, medium, 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 and a set of soft. Nobody appears to be going into pit lane here as we complete lap 1. And as you can see, the tire strategies will be boxing off the softs around lap 13 to 14 and about 15 to 21 on the medium tires. A lot of these guys, or some of these folks, decided to go with the hards first, take the mediums at the end. Everybody has caught up to the safety car, but it is going to be a full course safety car. So we have one lap here or behind the safety car, and we should be back to green flag. It appears everybody has their front wings. Nobody is missing an end plate as we go through the grid. And let's take a look at the biggest movers here so far. You got Matthew up 4 positions already into 12th. Raptor KK up 3 into 11th. And then your biggest drops are going to be Trackside Bong It down 6 and down 8. Jazzbo did lose out of position to Swazi on the race start, and Shiesty was able to overtake Natural up into the P5 position. We got probably one more lap, and once again the tire strategies here, mediums to hards, 15 to 23, and Ashley Trackside going to dive into pit lane. We are going to take a look here and see what his plan is. He does need a full wing change. He's going to put on a set of mediums, or a set of hard tires here, so Trackside might be trying to make this go all the way to the end of the Grand Prix. Jazzbo has been reserving here in CCRL recently. He's shown he's got some true pace when he can get that car rolling forward. It should be a very interesting battle here up at the front between Harvey and Rocketman, only qualified separately by 1,000ths of a second. It was a .196 for Rocketman and a .197 for Harvey. As we're making our way around the circuit here on lap 3, getting ready potentially for the safety car to come in. I believe it will be in this time. See everyone warming up the tires, swerving back and forth. Very high degradation on the left side here in Spain. Or right side? Or maybe... No, on the left side, very high degradation on the left side. And that's going to be through all the right-hand turns, high-speed right-hand turns. And safety car has turned off the lights, and we will be getting rolling here. Back to green flag on Rocketman's start. Harvey right up to that rear bumper, trying to time the restart here. And is he going to be able to get it down? Off the throttle, or off the brake, back down to the power, off the edge of the Catalunya of turn 14, and we are back under green. Swazi caught sleeping slightly here as Harvey is trying to potentially make a move. Gonna break that slipstream slightly heading into turn 1. No move being made further back down the pack. Everybody seems to be actually trackside down to the inside of GC Adventure, now around the outside of turn 2 and through the inside of 3. Up into that P15 position now. He's about a full second back here from Bongit. He's gonna reel him in pretty quickly here, especially on the restart. Swazi is overtaking Harvey. Harvey has seemed to made a mistake. He's lost 2 positions there down into P4 on a set of hard tires. That is going to be critical here at this stage of the race. You see some of them going wide there through that corner of turn 9, I believe, or maybe 10. And now they're making their way through turn 12. 2 corners to go, heading through Eurocar, and you have Tarzan fall behind at the back of the grid. Seems to have gotten loose off the exit of turn 10. And 11, Swazi with the fastest lap at a 116.4. DRS is activated, and he closes the wing before the braking zone. So he is not looking to challenge at this time. Everybody else down the grid, trackside, was looking maybe for a move on Matthew here as we're going through turn 3 and 4. Or turn 3. Heading towards Repsol. Trackside right up to that rear diffuser. Into turn 4 we go. Off the exit. He's got to keep it on the circuit there. Almost caught the edge of the grass. GC Adventure with a mistake down in P16 now. DRS, any move going to be made in towards turn, I want to get this right, I think it's turn 10. They're heading into the braking zone, a little defensive there from Rocket Man. Yeah, it's turn Lakaya of turn 10 as they're making their way now through Eurocar in towards turn 14 of Catalunya. Down the start-finish straight. DRS flap going to open up. Jazbo goes a little wide there off the exit and caught the gravel. He dropped right behind Harvey. Shiesty, though, is not going to be able to capitalize on a mistake from the Aston Martin. Bald Guy Racing here does overtake Raptor. Matthew in trackside. Trackside makes the move on Matthew into the braking zone of turn 1. And he's working his way through the grid up into P12 on those hard tires. Now trackside here might be once again looking for a one stop on the hards. Let's see if he can get that to last about 30-ish laps here. As we make our way through turn 8 into 9, down the DRS straight. And the Sauber, he's less than 3/10 off the back of the Aston Martin to Lakaya. Was not able to make a move as they now make their way into 12. And now trackside with a big mistake or something happened, not exactly sure. He has dropped 3 positions here. He is down to P15, very unfortunate for him. And DRS is open. Rocket Man has lost out the position to Swazi, 7/10. Here comes Harvey though. Harvey down to the inside. And he's going to overtake Rocket Man into that P2 position. So now the Sauber is Mercedes, Sauber, Rocket Man, the Aston Martin, and Shiesty in the Ferrari for your top 5. And it looked like Rocket Man was looking for the inside into Repsol of turn 4. And now into the heaviest braking point on the circuit of 5. Gonna make our way off the hairpin, down the hill, through the quick left-right hander to go back up the hill into 9. And through the DRS detection point we go. Everybody here is within a second of each other. And Harvey is pulled right up to the back of Swazi, attempts to move down into the inside of Lakaya. And they both lock up, a little bit of smoke coming off. And through the Aston Martin goes as well. Rocket Man is going to pull ahead. You start to wonder if the medium tires are starting to wear here, as now you got the 2 hard tire runners back in the front of the DRS train with mediums right behind them. Down the start-finish straight we go. Here comes Rocket Man looking to regain the lead. Jazzbo down to the inside of the Mercedes of Swazi. Swazi being held to the outside. Here comes the Ferrari of Shiesty. Shiesty's going to make his way through as well. He's up into turn P4, making their way through turn 3 into Repsol. Natural's going to get by Swazi. Swazi with another mistake. Drops down into P6. We got a 6-car battle here in the front as they're making their way into the heavy braking zone of turn 5. Back down the hill once again. Through the quick left-right hander into the detection point. If you really catch this off-camber left-right there, you can actually lose the car very easily. DRS flaps wide open. You see a lot of cars getting snapped there off the exit. Harvey pulls right up to that rear diffuser. Maybe a little bit of contact to the rear of Rocket Man. And we got a spin from trackside. Trackside getting that car back underway. So that is not going to bring out a safety car. He did get wing damage though, as we're making our way off of Catalunya turn 14. DRS flaps wide open. Potential for a 3-car fight here down into turn 1. Indeed, the Sauber is going to go defensive here. The Aston Martin of Jazzbo is going to get in front of his teammate Rocket Man. And now we're through turn 1 here. The Sauber takes over the lead on lap 9. Swazi in front of Natural. It does appear the Mercedes was able to regain that P5 position. There was a little bit of conserving energy there from the Ferrari into the braking zone of 5 now. Off the exit, keeping it well under control from your top 4. 1.3 seconds back is Swazi here. He's trying to get back within DRS of the cars in front. We're about 5 to 6 laps away. I would say the medium tires did extend a little bit on their strategies here as we're making our way through Lakaya into 11. Through this very long right-handed hairpin and into the penultimate corner of Eurocar, down the DRS start-finish straight off the exit of Catalunya. And here we go, making our run towards turn 1. Is the Aston Martin of Jazzbo going to attempt a move? Indeed he does. Around the outside into the braking zone. The Sauber defensive slots right back in behind into P2. As we make our way off the exit of turn 3, and we have potential side-by-side between the Aston Martins into Repsol, and now it looks like a switchback from the Sauber of Harvey. Is he going to go around the outside of turn 5? Nearly rear locks. He gets a little snappy there going into the braking zone. He's going to chase him down the hill and through the corner of turn 8, and no, Harvey just loses the car and a front wing. Very unfortunate for the Sauber. I did say earlier in the race, probably 3 laps prior, that you can easily snap the car there through turn 8 and not turn 7 and 8. And that's exactly what happened to the Sauber. Very unfortunate there, as now Jazzbo and Rocket Man are your top 2. The Sauber teammates heading down the DRS straight. The gap here of 0.8 is going to allow Rocket Man to use that to his defense here from the Ferrari behind. Swazi about 1.5 seconds. He has lost about 0.2 since lap 9 here. And it appears Natural is going down the inside into the braking zone. Going to overtake into that P4 position. Harvey jumping into pit lane. He can make the mediums go. 20 lap. Bald guy gets overtaken. Make our way through turns 4 of Repsol into 5 now. Shiesty 0.7 back. Natural and Swazi fighting it out for that P4 position. Right behind them, Komakopa about a full second back from peak hour. Styled Harmony in the McLaren sitting there in P8. Definitely some improvement from the beginning of time when he joined the league. Tarzan and Raptor, 0.3 seconds back, separating them into the DRS zone. Now we go, making a run towards Lakaya. Is Tarzan gonna put the attack on Raptor? Indeed he does, going around the outside. And does he take that position? Oh, Raptor gets a little snappy in the inside of turn 11. He is, however, going to maintain control. And Tarzan overtakes 4P9. It appears the Aston Martins are going to swap here. Rocket Man back up to the lead. Jazzbo back into P4. Going to overtake Natural, the Red Bull. Comacopa 3/10 back. Raptor and Tarzan down the DRS. Start finish straight into turn 1. Raptor back into P9. The swap is going to help them try and close the gap a little bit to Styled Harmony. It's about 6.3 seconds at this time. As we head down the DRS straight into Lakaya, Jazzbo, Shiesty, and Rocket Man, your top 3 in reverse order of what I just stated. Swazi and Natural, 4th and 5th. Tarzan does overtake Raptor KK once again down into Lakaya of turn 10. Gonna make our way off the exit. We do have a little 3-car battle here for the P9 position. Comacopa keeping into the DRS of Styled Harmony. He does open the rear flap, however, of Peak Hour. Styled Harmony, is he going to get the run? No, Comacopa uses that gap to defend off the Alpine, but he does make a late move down into turn 1, and he goes extremely deep. That does allow, it appears, the McLaren of Styled Harmony to overtake. Bald Guy Racing Raptor makes a big mistake. Bald Guy Racing is going to overtake into that P10 position now. And Harvey set the fastest lap with a 1:15.2 here. He did get that wing damage, so he's trying to pick up the pace, see if he can close the gap to the leaders who still have to box once more. Jazzbo here, 9/10 off the back of his teammate. We're about a lap off the pit window for the medium tire runners as we make our way through turn 12 into Eurocar, down the little short chute here into Catalunya. Opening up the DRS flap once again, your top 3 separated by about a second and a half. Down into turn 1, nobody looking to make a move. Natural does overtake Swazi here for that P4 position. Unfortunately, not really getting much out of the swapping. They've lost about 4/10 of a second to the leaders still. Harvey does overtake Raptor. Harvey does overtake Raptor here. Raptor, unfortunately, I believe has been booted from the session, so let's send him a quick invite. Invite sent. Heading down the start finish straight we go. Once again, Harvey. GC Adventure jumps into pit lane. He's going to be the first one to bite here. He does get a 10-second speeding penalty. As we make our way through turn 12 into Eurocar. Shiesty must have made a mistake somewhere along the way, almost 1 second back. He is going to still have the DRS. And will he be able to close up this gap down into turn 1 to keep the pressure on these Aston Martins? Styled Harmony looks like he is poised for a move here on Comacopa. A little defensive, and Comacopa is going to go around the outside, nearly into the back of the McLaren. He does give him a little bit of a kiss on the DRS, or the, whatever you call it, rear diffuser. And we're going to make our way down into Repsol. No damage for the Alpine. Jazzbo here as they make their way into, turn 9, heading down the straight into Lakaya of turn 10. Question is, when is the mediums going to box? As we head through Catalunya one more time, your top three is going to stay out on the circuit. Never mind, Shiesty going for the undercut right now on the Aston Martin. He dives into pit lane and going for the hard tires. Natural is also going to be looking for a pit stop as well. He's going to be getting off the mediums onto a set of hard tires. Comacopa up into the 4th place position. Peak Hour and Bald Guy Racing are going to dive into pit lane. And who is that making a mistake here? That's the Haas of Tarzan, Swazi. And let's see where Harvey here is going to end up after this entire pit cycle. He's down in P11 already. And let's see, he does jump the 2 into pit lane. Let's see, Matthew, yeah, so it appears Harvey still has quite a bit of time to go. Natural did come out in front of him. As we make our way through turn 5, the Mercedes right up to that rear diffuser of the Red Bull. Now into turn 7 and 8, up the hill through 9. And we're going to head down the DRS straight into Lakaya of 10. Jazbo's going to finally dive into pit lane here on lap 17. His teammate does stay out for one more lap on the hard tires. Styled Harmony is going to overtake them both. Alpine of Comacopa stays out as well. Natural, is he going to be able to overtake the Aston Martin in front with the undercut? Or no, Shiesty. Shiesty does get that. He's not going to beat Jazbo. Actually, he was kind of held up from Swazi, it appears to be, because Shiesty is now 5 seconds back. He was about 2 or 1.2. So he really got held up there at a pit lane on these hard tires by the Mercedes. Is Rocket Man looking to bots this time as he makes his way through Eurocar of 13. He's going to stay out one more time here. Maybe looking to go to a set of soft tires. The Red Bull there of Natural goes a little wide there off the exit of 9. Shiesty, Swazi, Natural. We went from a 2-car battle to a 3-car battle here. Comacopa finally diving into pit lane, looking to get off the medium tires. Jazbo is easily going to overtake back into the P3 position. Maybe provisional leader here with this massive undercut he's undergone so far, as Rocket Man stayed out probably about 3 laps longer now. Swazi and Shiesty, and it appears Swazi's going to get up into that P4 position. Harvey into 7th now, provisionally, after the pit stops. He does have Comacopa getting ready to chase him down. As we make our way through Repsol of 4. And it appears Shiesty makes a big mistake off the exit of Repsol. Natural does overtake. We do have a yellow flag back to green here. Jazbo in that P3 position. Styled Harmony and Rocket Man yet to pit. Rocket Man's going to stay out again here down the start finish straight into turn 1. He's got a 14.5 second. Going to be about 22 seconds, 22.5 seconds all the way down to Jazbo here in that P3 position. I believe it's about 26 on pit lane. I could be incorrect, but Shiesty, Natural with a big mistake and compounds it even more. And unfortunately makes a huge mistake into the outside wall. Now the question is he beached? He is not. He's going to come back onto the circuit. Ghosted. Very unfortunate for Natural. And we officially have a safety car. Not exactly sure how this has happened. Everybody appears to be going straight. Well, the safety car is going to be extremely interesting. It is going to give Rocket Man a free pit stop, I believe. It's about a 24 seconds or so. As Harmony does go into pit lane, Rocket Man stays out. Huh. Rocket Man has stayed out. No, he has not. He has gone into pit lane. Yes, he has. Rocket Man did get that free stop. Came out on a set of fresh medium tires here. Started Harmony in that P5 position now on a set of fresh medium. So this is going to make things very, very interesting. Harvey does go in for a stop here. He's going to be on a set of fresh mediums now as well. So he can work his way through the pack. He's got some hard runners in front of him. So this could get extremely spicy here for the last 13 laps or so here in Espana. Circuit de Catalunya, I don't know. It is past my bedtime. Let's put it that way. But we are getting close. Let the field catch up here, and we will be back to green flag shortly. It appears one more lap under the safety car, and we should be getting back to green flag, so this should be interesting. And I believe, yes we do, race control is saying safety car will be in this lap, so it is now up to the Aston Martin to back up the field here. Teammate right behind him. Don't want to back him up too much and cause the accordion effect. We should be getting back to green flag. And halfway down the short chute and off to the races we go. And it appears Jazbo may have been caught sleeping 8/10 back. Almost 9/10 back. We're going to jump further back here in the field. As Harvey maybe looking to attack on the Haas in front. Into the breaking zone. Really laid down into the inside, side by side. Through 2 and now through 3. He's going to attempt to get in front. Still side by side. Kind of pushes him a little bit towards the edge of the track. 3 wide. And towards Repsol. And Harvey's now up into P6. And this is some wild racing here from the Pro Tier on this race restart. As now Harvey is looking to put the pressure on Swazi. Styled Harmony did get past Swazi. Swazi on a set of hards. Harvey on a set of mediums. Heading through turn 9 down this back straight. Gonna not have the DRS quite this lap. Uses the ERS. Goes for the late break down into the inside. Side by side and a little wide. There goes Swazi. Harvey now up into P5, working his way through. Peak hour fortunately has left the session. Not sure. Swazi here made a mistake through turn 12. DRS is enabled. Down the start finish straight we go. Styled Harmony is trying to put the pressure on. Tarzan, Bald Guy Racing, and Natural all side by side heading down into turn 1 between Sauber and the Red Bull. Sauber is going to jump into P8. And now make our way through turn 1 and through 3 we go. As we're heading down into turn 7 and through 8 up the hill towards turn 9. We got a big battle going on here. Harvey's trying to get through the field as quick as possible. Harmony's going to go really deep and wide off the circuit. The Sauber's going to get through inside the top 5 now. He's up into P4. He's got the Ferrari right in front of him, all over that rear diffuser, making his way off for 12. Not sure if Shiesty may have gotten loose there or if there might have been a little bit of contact though. But in the meantime, down the start finish straight, DRS left wide open. The Sauber's going to go around the outside of the Ferrari, heading down into turn 1. Here comes the McLaren of Styled Harmony. They're side by side through turn 1. Contact is made and Harmony gets sideways. And that is going to drop him a few positions here in the grid. He is going to slot right in behind the Red Bull of Natural here into the P8 position. Raptor does overtake into P12 on, GC Adventure on Raptor. Harvey now into 3rd place. Shiesty with a big mistake. What happened to Shiesty? No, the Ferrari. What happened? What happened? What? What is going on? A lot of people getting kicked or something? No, we still got a big majority of the grid here. Something must have happened to Shiesty. We got a bunch of cars all jumping into pit lane here. This is going to be an interesting fight towards the end of the Grand Prix. Rocketman and Harvey. Rocketman does have a 3-second time penalty. Matthew up 11 positions here into P5 for the time being on lap 26 of 33. We're going to have a short sprint towards the end. And everybody coming out onto the circuit after pit stop on a set of soft tires. 25 laps for Raptor on the medium. He has yet to stop. So we're just making our way through. And safety car will be out for one more lap here. And the safety car should be heading in this time as we make our way into Lakaya. Rocketman will be leading us. I believe there is an offset on the tires. No, there is not. 7 laps and 7 laps, mediums versus mediums. Got natural on 7-lap old softs. So 3 laps for natural, 2 stops for Harvey. Whoops, interval. We want the interval. We don't want that. Jeez. Can I get this right? Thank you. In the meantime, jump on board with Harvey. He's really on that rear diffuser of the Aston Martin. He knows the Aston loves to go right about now. And they're going to time it off on the restart, heading down the start-finish straight. But it does appear the Aston Martin does get a better jump on Harvey here. As Tarzan overtakes the Raptor, ghosted. Harvey in P2 here with a 3-second time penalty. Comacopa will overtake Swazi. And Jazbo's going down, maybe around the outside of Repsol here into that P7 position. Here comes the Haas down the inside. That's going to be Tarzan. Is there contact? Yeah, maybe a little bit of a wheel bang there. Probably nothing too major as they're making their way through 7 and 8. Harvey 0.3 of a second less on the rear diffuser of Rockingham, not giving him any space to run away as they head into Lakaya. A little bit of a rear lock slide into the corner that is going to heat up the tires for Harvey. This actually might be a little bit of an advantage heading down the start-finish straight. DRS is going to be activated, but they will not get it on this start-finish straight here. Run down into turn 1. We're going to have about 4 laps to go here. Fastest lap for Harvey, a 1:15.021. Right on the rear diffuser, down to the inside, doesn't have the overlap, contact made. Rocketman's going to maintain position and a safety car. Not exactly sure how Bald Guy managed to DNF halfway down the straight. We will probably see that in the steward room. As we're making our way around the circuit here, we got to catch up to the safety car. Not gonna have very much here. Matthew's gonna dive into pit lane here. He's probably gonna go for a set of softs. Not really gonna help him much because he loses an enormous amount of track position all the way down into that P12 position. And they all have got up to the back of that safety car. I'm pretty sure the safety car is not going to be out very long. We're probably going to get into restart, really just lap 32 and lap 33, get a green, white, checkered. NASCAR terminology, I apologize for that. As we're now into turn 12. Safety car is still out. Yeah, it's definitely been a rough night here in the Pro Tier a little bit, but Spain is also known for kind of a safety car glitch. Um, it's weird, but I also did back-to-back races here at Spain a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of odd. Both races I was booted out of the lobby and then could not retake control of my vehicle. And one of them I was sitting in P3 chasing the leaders, or no, I was actually in P2, and the other one I was in the top 5. So to lose, all of that, that was kind of a little depressing. Safety car should be in this time. Race control does give us the okay to go back to green. Track is all cleaned up now. And here we go off the exit of Eurocar. We're going to jump on board with Harvey here. And he gets a much better jump this time. We're right behind the Aston Martin. Is he going to be able to challenge him down into turn 1? I'm not exactly sure about that. It doesn't appear to be so. He has the slipstream. Closing, not close enough into turn 1. They are only going to get DRS on the very long back straight. And that is going to be on the very next lap. As now Harvey here 2/10 off the back. And he's going to close right up to the back of Rocketman into Repsol. In through turn 5 we go with some action going on in the back between Peak Hour. Oh, contact made between the Hoss of Tarzan and Jazzbo. Jazzbo's going to go off the circuit. Swazi is going to overtake Tarzan up into the P6 position. Now he's going to be looking through on Peak Hour here. As it appears Harvey is looking for a move around the outside of Lakaya of turn 10. Is he going to be challenging into turn 12? No, he does not. As Peak Hour here in P7, he's dropped 2 spots there. Making our way off the final few corners. As it appears Harvey has made a slight mistake. He's really got to find some time now to close up to the back of Rocketman. Natural DRS is going to be enabled, but it is going to be on the very next lap. 3 abreast down the start finish straight into turn 1. Swazi's going to back out. McLaren of Styled Harmony is going to defend off the Hoff of Tarzan. Disqualified from the session is Raptor. Yeah, that's just a dumb thing. Matthew into P9. He's going to overtake around the outside of GC Adventure. And here comes Jazzbo as well. Jazzbo's dropped all the way into P11. Very rough race for the Aston Martin. As we're coming up through the grid, 9/10 back from Rocketman. And here comes Natural. He's a full second back. Tarzan, is he going to make a move on Styled Harmony heading down into Lakaya? This is the closest battle we got on circuit. The Haas is going to pull right up to the back of the McLaren. He's got the DRS wide open, but the McLaren's going to defend him off into turn 10. And it appears they're going to make their way through 11 into 12. Up and now through the penultimate corner is Rocketman in the Aston Martin, going for another race win this season in the Pro Tier through Catalunya and across the start-finish straight with the race win. And it appears Harvey's going to take the fastest lap away from him. He is going to maintain that P3 position. Styled Harmony just finishes 0.3 of a second outside that 3-second window there. So there you have it. That is that's your podium right there. Rocketman on the top step. And once again, go through the race finish real quick. Rocketman up top, Natural second, Harvey third, Styled Harmony fourth, Tarzan fifth, Swazi sixth, Absolutely, Richard. I hope you have a great night. Peak hour in 7th, 8th, and Comacopa 9th, Matthew Jadbo in 10th, 11th, GC Adventure, 12th, Bald Guy Racing, Shiesty 13th, Bong at 14th, Trackside 15th, and Raptor will round out the field.